A 4.5 billion rand investment program at Volkswagen in South Africa appears to be paying dividends. The factory in Uitenhage in the Eastern Cape boasts a new innovative one-line manufacturing concept and a brand new body shop with world-class automation and technologies. This makes the factory an automotive benchmark in Africa. We cross to our reporter Iviwe Poti, who has more news about an export deal which will result in job creation. Good afternoon, Iviwe.
Very good afternoon to you too, and we are here in Uitenhage where the new two lines have been introduced here to the media and a whole lot of other contingency guests as well. You will remember the fact that in the beginning, initially we had thought that the investment would be about 4.5 million, but now we understand that it is up to just over 6 million. Also, there's a new line that has also been introduced in terms of shifts, so that might create a bit more jobs as well, but we're going to speak to the MD, Thomas Schaefer, is going to tell us a bit more about today's launch, the importance thereof, and in terms of maybe how many cars are we looking to produce out of this factory as well. I mean, VW has been in Uitenhage for over 70 years now.
That's true, yeah. Look, we have just invested about 6.1 billion rand into this facility, mainly in production equipment, and revamped the entire factory. Now we're all producing all the vehicles on one line, which is very important, gives you flexibility. But also, what happens here now is that we move up to 3-shift operation. We're going from about 110,000 cars per year to 160,000 cars per year. Employment will go up by probably about another 300 employees. We also, when numbers went down, we retained all the extra employees, trained them up, and now we're back in business. 3rd shift will start probably in April this year.
When we look at, in general, in South Africa, when we speak about exports, there was a bit of a decline, about 4% last year. When we look at now the new products, we understand that the Polo is doing very well, one of the top 5 best-selling currently. When we look at the exports, do you think it will push exporting, specifically for this company, Uitenhage and the Metro as well, to a better position?
No, absolutely. I mean, the Polo is locally the best-sold passenger car, has been that for the last 7 years, but also internationally, a huge success. And the reason we went down last year is just because we were ramping down, because we needed the time to change the facility from the old Polos and Vivos setup into the new Polos and Vivos. So we did as much as we could, ramping down and ramping up, but that had obviously, because we are one of the major exporters, that had an impact on the numbers. So I wouldn't get too worried about the export numbers. They'll shoot up this year.
And then just lastly, looking at the employment aspect, obviously very important at a time where South Africa economically is not doing that great. You guys have a huge number already, about 3,800. In terms of training as well, to ensure that we are ready for the new lines?
Now, we've been training people for the last year and a half already. In Germany, we had people here to train our people. We have gone through massive amount of interventions. So this has been a hell of a journey for the last 12 months, specifically here in the factory. Everybody is trained, ready to go. It was very interesting. A lot of training was done digitally, so you do it on the computer, you don't do it in the line, which gives the people already a level of training before they actually touch the vehicle for the first time, so you can start on a higher level.
Thank you so much for your time. Well, there we have it. Over and above the 3,800 jobs that are already created by VW here in Uitenhage in Port Elizabeth, and about an additional estimated 300, and there will be a 3rd shift as well, also, you know, creating a bit of more jobs in this region as well. But I think for now, it's back to you guys in studio.
Iviwe Poti coming to us live there from the Eastern Cape. Thanks so much for that. Let's go to Davos now.